special day. I woke up early this morning with gloom on my head. Had a big feeling to climb back in bed. Then I looked in the mirror and somebody said, wake up, wake up. It's time for you to lose the blues, and this is a very special treat. Tell it to everyone you meet that life is all for living and love is all for giving. So this is a very special day. Tell it to everyone along the way that this is a very special day. Early this morning with gloom on my head. Had a big feeling to climb back in bed. Then I looked in the mirror and somebody said, wake up, wake up. It's time for you to lose the blues, and this is a very special treat. Tell it to everyone you meet that life is all for living and love is all for giving. So this is a very special day. Tell it to everyone along the way that this is a very special day.
A very special day it is. It is a Monday. We're moving right along here onto the third day of June. I have my co-host this morning, Greg White. Good morning, Greg.
June 3rd, you're kidding already? Good morning.
I know. Who saw that coming, right?
What's going on?
What happened over the weekend, right? A lot happened, right?
Yeah,
a lot. All right, we're on to the third day of June. Let's thank our sponsors this morning. You got them over there?
Yeah, I do. Meadowview Healthcare, Walmart, Salem Crossing, Hoosier Uplands, Americans for Prosperity, Mama Rose's, Fox Burley Wealth Management, Dr. Black's Eye Associates, Dr. Mindy Gunn, Care First, Urgent Care, and McAllister Land Consulting.
Yay, thank you to our great sponsors. We're very proud of them. All right, and over the weekend, we did have some races, some racing. Got some racing reports there to.
Had Indy Racing up in Detroit, the Grand Prix, and Scott Dixon won that. And Austin Cindric won the Enjoy Illinois 300 over in St. Louis. So
Enjoy Illinois, that's cute.
Yep, and then in baseball action, the Reds, believe it or not, actually
Yay!
won a couple of games. They
love that.
They didn't sweep the Cubs, but they won two out of the three. Saturday, the Cubs got them 7-5. So there's only now the Brewers, of course, are in the lead. There's only 3 games that separate the next 4 teams: the Cardinals, the Cubs, the Pirates, and the Reds. So this week, they play the Rockies today, tomorrow, and Wednesday. So let's say they won those 3 games, and then they play the Cubs at home in Cincinnati Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, 4 days. So they could move up in the rankings here, and then they play the old Cleveland Indians. Now they're called the Guardians. June 11th and 12th, so they're off a couple of days until their next game next Tuesday, and then they go and play the Brewers, which the Brewers are. We need to get them out of this league.
Yeah.
We need to trade. We need to trade. Let's see. We need to give the Brewers.
Do something about those Brewers.
And take. Let's see. Who could we take? We could take the Marlins in our division that way.
There we go. Keep it fair.
Somebody
keep it fair.
a little easier.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's what's going on in sports. Let's see, in NBA now, let's see, I honestly kind of lost out after the Pacers
went out.
but it's there'd be the Mavericks and Celtics start game 1 this Thursday at 8:30.
All right, there we go.
Those would be their championship teams. So
We shall see. Then.
Celtics and the Lakers used to be all the time.
Yeah.
Many moons ago.
All right. Today is the 3rd day of June. Today is Impersonate Authority Day.
Okay.
So, like, let's say, like, I'm going to say, for an example, like, if you wrote a letter to your teacher, you were a student, and you act like you're the parent writing it or something, right?
Oh, not good.
Not good. Not good at all. Impersonating authority.
That's an actionable offense.
Yes, that's a bad. Yeah. Today is also Love Conquers All.
There you go. It does.
Uh-huh.
Well, a lot of things.
All right. A lot of things. What?
Well, yes, it does. Never mind. Yes, love conquers all.
Okay. I don't get it. National Thank God It's Monday Day. National Thank God It's Monday Day. Thank God it's Friday usually. Now it's Thank God It's Monday Day. National Chocolate Macaroon Day. I thought they have macaroon days all the time. No,
for each flavor?
Well, they've now started the flavors, but like they've had macaroon day.
Somebody in the macaroon industry's got a little too much pull, don't you
Somebody's going on there, yeah. So this is the chocolate
Somebody's
macaroon
impersonating
day.
An important person.
Yeah. This is National Egg Day.
There you go. You like egg whites.
Yeah, I'm not really big on eggs. I wish I would like them more, but yeah.
Scrambled eggs. Yeah. We were watching a cooking show the other day, and they made something and put eggs on top. That was Gene Simmons' favorite.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It was it was actually Hawaiian, some kind of a Hawaiian food, but it looked kind of like a Chinese. It had noodles and stuff,
yeah.
and he put scrambled eggs on top.
Yeah, yeah. So National Egg Day.
And he must have had it spicy too. So.
Yeah. National Itch Day.
There you go.
There you go. Got an itch I can't reach.
And it took me a long time to get it straight. You scratch the itch.
Yeah. There's so many people that get that wrong.
Oh,
I mean, that's like, yeah. I mean, I
never took that class in school.
Did you not? Where you have the scratch? You scratch the itch.
What are you doing? I'm scratching. No, I'm itching.
You're itching.
I'm itching. I am itching, but you're scratching the itch.
Because of the itch. Yeah. Okay. There we go. Just, what are you doing? Just turn around and don't look.
That's right. Don't ask.
Don't ask. Just let it be. All right. National Leave the Office Early Day. Well, that would come in with your the authority. That would be, you could use your impersonate authority day.
Right.
But the boss says, well, you're supposed to get out of here. So, a National Leave the Office Day Early. Repeat Day. Remember, Pete and Repeat sitting on the fence.
Pete fell off.
He's left. Repeat. All right, Repeat Day. Let me repeat myself. A lot of people don't like to do that.
Oh, I know.
Yeah. World Cider Day.
Yep.
World Cider.
Everybody likes cider.
Yeah, apple cider. Yeah. World Clubfoot Day. You don't hear about that as much anymore. I think the surgeries and stuff they do. I think that's.
That sounds like a term that shouldn't be said anymore, but.
No, I mean I think it's like something that but they do surgery early on, and I think
there's a lot of medical terms that you're not. It's not appropriate to say, and so that just seems like one of them, but maybe not.
I don't know. America the Beautiful Week.
There you go.
Healthcare Executive Appreciation Week. National Flag Football Week. Love flag football. National Fragrance Week. Love fragrance. National Frozen Yogurt Week. Pet Appreciation Week. Teachers Thank You Week. And for all the teachers that are out now, thank you.
They're probably thanking themselves.
I want to thank me for thanking
We're thankful for being on vacation, being out of school.
Adopt a Cat Month.
Depends on where you live. If you live out in the country, it's every week, probably.
You get all kinds of, National DJ Month. Love that.
There you go.
National Iced Tea Month. National Steakhouse Month. Turkey's Lovers Month. So those are some holidays. Get out and enjoy for sure. All right, there are 10 skills that are everyone should learn, but they're underrated.
Well, let's hear them.
All right, you ready? Do you want to go 10 up, or do you want to go 1 through 10, or 10 to 1?
Oh, whatever you want to do. I'm curious if I have any of these.
Okay, these are there's important things that everyone should learn: how to read, financial literacy, and how to switch your phone to silent. But online, they're talking about the most underrated skills that everyone should learn, and there are some good ones. Here are the 10 best. Okay, number 1, first aid, including life-saving basics like CPR and the Heimlich maneuver.
Okay.
Those are good. That's a good skill to learn.
I think I could do. It's been a while. I mean, it's been a while since I've done any CPR classes, but I think I could probably.
Remember, they came out but they were trying to make it for everybody to learn. Remember, they did the Queen. Everyone bites the dust, and they did the beats to that on when you do CPR.
No.
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
All right. Number 2, how to swim. It's not just for exercise or recreation, but it's also a life skill. And even though we live in a double landlocked state, it's nice because we talk about this all the time. We have so many lakes, ponds, and waterways, and it's good to know. Number 3, cooking. Not only is it healthier for you, but you save a lot of money as well if you do your own cooking. Number 4, basic home and car maintenance.
There you go.
Boy, these are, for those that's not tuning in, these are the 10 most underrated skills that everyone should learn. I think those are really good skills to learn, and I don't have them. I don't think I have. Don't know much about car maintenance. I can put gasoline in a car, and home basics I can do some more, but nothing that great. Number 5, how to unclog a toilet.
Yep.
How not to clog a toilet in the first place.
Well, basically, let me put this sentence. If you think you can flush it, you probably shouldn't.
Right. Number 6, sewing. Now that's been almost a thing in the past, and that's sad. I think it started back, and I hope more people start sewing.
Yep.
I can do a little bit of that.
Now you've got that. I can't remember the name of it. You iron it. You could actually iron, like if you rip your pants, you could. What's it called? Stitch witch.
I think it is. Yeah.
You
something
could iron it together instead of sewing it.
Sewing it. I wonder if it holds as well, though. Right?
I don't know. I would try it.
Yeah, definitely. Spelling. It's more underrated now because of our devices automatically cleans things up.
Sometimes.
Sometimes they change it completely.
Hopefully, here in a couple weeks, Siri will get a lot smarter, but I don't know. I'm not banking on it.
She's got the summer off.
I'm not going to bet on it.
Yeah. Number 8, how to read a nutrition label.
Yeah.
Those are important, and reading those are important. And if you if you have time to do it, it's so good to read those nutritional labels, and it's amazing the things that are in there and the things that are not in there.
Usually a lot of salt.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, reading the labels is very eye-opening. You probably had no idea the stuff that's in the foods.
How to safely operate a firearm. Oh, that ought to be up there like number 1. That's so important. If you're going to have a firearm, you need to know how to operate it and how to store it properly, and it's good to have everybody respect that firearm.
And I'm very thankful for the limited firearm training that we had in school. You said
limited.
I mean, we didn't actually handle actual guns, but we learned a lot.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. Well, I think just like
Basic
teaching
things
the respect of it, yeah.
Basic things that
Number 10, how to tell an interesting story.
I don't know if I've got that skill or not.
And how to, and this is these are the 10 most underrated skills. I love this. How to tell an interesting story. I love that. That's exactly, because that's important. I like a good, interesting story. Someone else said how to scram during an awkward silence. Love that. That was probably tongue in cheek, but reading social cues is important both offline and online. And some people took it to a little more broadly, suggesting skills like learning how to say no. Oh, that's a good one. No. Being patient. That's a really good one. And the ability to spot and avoid toxic people. Love that. Yeah. So if you're around toxic, these are skills that everyone should learn. They're underrated. I agree with that. Yeah, stay away from toxic people. You got to be patient. Learn to be patient, and learn to say no. Right?
I think people lose patience as they get older.
Well, now see, I think they can just the opposite.
You think they get more patient as they get
Yeah.
older?
You realize don't sweat the little stuff.
Maybe so.
Yeah. Maybe not. Maybe just the opposite. I don't know. National Egg Day. Here's
More eggs.
more eggs. Yeah. Well, we just talked about today is more National Egg Day. Here's how we like to eat them and crack them. Okay. Yeah. If you weren't sure what to make for breakfast, you should have this should be a no-brainer. It's Happy National Egg Day. A recent poll found our favorite way to eat them are scrambled, and it's not even close. 45% said scrambled, 24% said fried, hard-boiled is 8, then poached and soft-boiled round on the top 5. Only 6% of America say they never eat eggs. And so I thought that was interesting. We were watching that cooking show you were talking about the other day, and they took just a regular raw egg and put it in the pot. So they were doing like a crab boil. So with a crab boil, I know you have like your crab and maybe like lobster, maybe corn, potatoes, and then they just put a egg in there. I thought that was, I've never heard that before. Never saw that done. That was really interesting.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. I thought, so then do they crack that egg and eat it too then, I guess?
It probably comes out hard boiled, and then you would eat it. I don't know what the.
I just didn't. I've never seen that on a crab boil. I didn't know if that was normal. Speaking of eggs. Okay, so here are the most stats for National Egg Day. How do you crack an egg? How do you crack an egg?
Hit it against, I don't know, a skillet or a pan or the counter or something. I don't know. I know some people can do it one-handed, but I probably.
Well, a bowl or a flat surface to use? Which one?
Either one.
It's okay. Now, nothing's wrong here, okay? Either one.
A bowl.
Bowl, okay. Of the people who answered, 63% said the edge, 26% said the surface, and 11% said some other way, like with a knife. I've never busted an egg with a knife, I don't think.
I know, like when you get a hard-boiled egg, like an Easter egg, you could crack it, like kind of on a table or whatever, and get it all, and then peel it off.
Well, this is interesting. Flat surfaces is almost twice as popular with young people. It's supposed to be better for keeping pieces of the shell out. So the flat surface, okay?
Oh, I did look up real quick on the crab boil why they put eggs in there.
Ooh, what is it?
They soak up the flavors and add more flavor to the meal. Now, how that, I don't know how that.
It had the shell on it, so I guess through the shell.
Hard.
That's interesting to know.
It says to put them in towards the end. It ensures that they get all the right flavors from other ingredients. So I don't know if your egg then would taste like because you would have
Cajun seasoning and all that. Yeah. Well, remember I did one. I did a boil, and I never put an egg in. I never knew to do that.
Didn't know.
It's like I've been cheated. I cheated all you guys. I cheated everyone.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, it was good. Number 2, white eggs or brown eggs? What do you think?
White.
67% said usually they buy white. 20% said brown. 13% said it varies, or they don't buy eggs.
Was there a small percentage that preferred green eggs?
Green eggs and ham. Well, and then I was hearing, then we talked the other day about duck eggs, and they said that they were real rich and big, a lot bigger. There's really no difference between white and brown eggs. White ones generally come from hens with white feathers, and brown ones come with brown feathers. Makes sense?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, which came first, the chicken or the egg?
The chicken.
They polled 10,000 Americans when they asked 10,000 Americans. 44% said chicken, 32% said the egg, 24% still can't decide. Those are the ones on the fence out there, yeah. So I think the chicken and then laid the egg, right?
Yeah. But then where did the chicken come from? The chicken had to come from somewhere.
Right. Yeah. Well,
He got to
yeah.
boom, there's chickens.
There's chickens. We shall make some
The
chickens.
chicken came from
We
God.
need some chickens.
That's easy explanation.
There we go. The Happy Egg Company is running a contest today. You can win free eggs for a year.
Oh, wow.
Draw a smiley face on an egg. Post a photo or video of it being pampered in some way and tag them on Instagram. We used to do that all the time.
Remember they made egg babies?
Yes,
You had
always used to do that.
Carry the egg.
Absolutely. That was easy and the kids loved it. Yeah. You have to just blow that egg out. And then
Actually,
that was an ordeal sometimes.
trying to get a little bitty hole in there.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah. Pretty cool, pretty cool. All right, also Amazon, want to say that they've been doing a lot of good deliveries. Our post office has been hitting it. They've been doing a lot. They've been really working hard, and I know that they've had a lot to do, so I want to give them a big shout out down there. So Amazon delivered a package to a burning home and didn't call 911. All right, Amazon has a service for Prime members called In-Garage Delivery, where they'll open your garage door and put your package inside for $1.99. And they'll do it even if your house is burning down. A family in Massachusetts was away from home over Memorial Day weekend when they got a call that their house was on fire. By the time they got back, a big chunk of the house was ruined. But they were having some work done on the house, and the fire was started from the materials that the workers left in a trash can by the garage. There's nothing the family could have done, but one person could have helped out. The family was looking at some of the security footage, and they saw an Amazon delivery person open the garage to deliver a package. The door opens and you see the driver walking through smoke to leave the package inside. The fire was in its early stages, but it wasn't a little cloud of smoke. It was enough that it looked like a music video from the 80s. Okay. The driver stood in the smoke to take a photo of the delivery, left, and didn't call 911 report the fire, which could have been a massive help because the fire wasn't called until 3 hours after that. The family complained to Amazon, and intentionally the customer service managers refused to deal with it because the driver didn't start the fire. Ooh. But after the video hit the internet, Amazon apologizes to the family initial interaction with the customer service team. They said they encourage their drivers to report suspicious activities and, quote, are looking into this. And for the package that was safely delivered to the garage, well, it was destroyed by the fire too. So some of the people are bringing up Amazon bad reputation with employees, suggesting that the driver may have been worried about being penalized for delaying the rest of their route. And in the past, they have been Amazon heroes who did report fires. I think the person just assumed the smoke was from a burn barrel or something and would really step into the garage if they thought the house was on fire.
Yeah.
So he probably wouldn't have stepped into the garage if he thought the house was on fire. He just thought it was a burn barrel. Which at that point, because if it didn't actually go for 3 hours later,
Yeah.
then it probably was just a little bit of a
Probably just starting.
in a burn. Yeah. Burn barrel.
Yeah, I've heard from the postal workers and UPS specifically that they track their movements, and if they're idle for more than a couple of minutes, then it reports that to the powers that be. So you have to keep moving.
Yeah. And so in doing that, then that's probably what he was thinking, or maybe he just thought everything's okay.
And they're real strict on their times too. Like if they take their lunch break, they can't sign into their system until that break's over to give you a package.
Is that kind of like a union thing? Is that like a union? I wonder.
Don't know.
Well, we learned about that.
Oh, I know.
I know learned all about that. I do want to say
I'm sure it is.
I learned all about
it's
that.
some kind of a.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I'm standing at your truck and you have my package, but I can't sign into my
account until
whenever.
Exactly. It's true. It's true. So, but it would have been nice if he would have been able to call in or realize that nobody's home.
Yeah.
But that's what. Maybe he was in a hurry. So, all right. So Amazon delivered a package, to a burning house. Okay. Will all stores have the A1 shopping cart soon? You think?
The what?
The AL. Sorry, AL.
AI, I think.
AI. Sorry, AI. Shopping carts.
Oh, maybe so.
And we just heard a story about AI with Randy Travis coming out with a new,
pretty cool.
Actually a new song, and it's done with the AI. Sounds
pretty close.
Yeah. A lot of controversy on that.
Well, they said that there were people had apps, or I don't know. I guess it was something that you could sing a song and it would make you sound like Randy Travis. And so they thought, well, if somebody's out there doing this without our approval, we should probably.
Well, Randy wanted to still sing.
And
that was.
And I don't know if he wrote it. I don't know how they found the song, but they're working on other ones, so maybe they're going to do a whole album. I don't know, but.
They said the second one was a lot harder to do.
He can sing a little bit, but he just can't sing like he used to.
Yeah.
That he had a stroke that affected that part of his brain and never recovered from it. But he can walk a little bit too. I thought he was in the wheelchair all the time, but like down at the Derby, he stands up and does different things. But he's in the wheelchair most of the time.
Yeah. Well, and that's something that they were saying. Whatever side of the fence you're on, the part of it is where, like, he still knows.
We're not even here this morning. This is all artificial intelligence. We're sitting on a beach typing in what we're saying right now, and it's.
Yeah, watch out for that wave. Yeah, wouldn't that be wonderful? No, I think that it can be I think it can be a good thing, and I think it can be a little bit of a bad thing. But on the Randy Travis, he wanted to do it. Yeah. It was he still wanted to make music, and people love his music.
Sure.
And the song was a good song. Yeah. So they actually had a singer sing it, and then they put it into the machine, and it came out Randy's voice.
They like took his songs and stripped out everything but his voice, and then they used his voice and layered it over. It's almost like they had to have a skeleton, and then they put the meat on the skeleton with his voice, and so. But they're doing another one, and they can't quite get it right. But they'll figure it out.
Well, they're trying to see if all shopping carts are going to be having this. Okay. How much do you want to bet these things will still end up with one wonky wheel cart? You know how I always get that.
There'll be mistakes.
Instacart has been testing the powered shopping carts that might change the way we shop. They do a lot more than just hold the groceries. There's a touch screen to keep track of your shopping list, a scale to weigh vegetables, and a scanner that automatically tracks what you're buying and adds it all up. Now that would be nice.
Well, they have, like at Walmart and Sam's, you do that anyway. You can check out with your phone, and you don't even need. I don't know why they would.
But as you're going along,
yeah, sure,
like let's
sure.
say you're budgeting,
Yeah.
and you want to know, like, and I think it would be good too, because sometimes.
That just seems like a high dollar cart.
Well, it probably will be a high dollar cart. Yeah.
And the way people treat carts.
Well, that's true. I think the thing that
And the way the cart attendants.
I love
wrangle the carts.
I love it when they have like a big roller coaster. They have a large line of them, and they push them and get them all in that direction. That's a superpower there.
That would be a superpower.
If they can do that. Well, I think the thing that would be nice though is a lot of times, like if you were budgeting and you kind of want to know, like, what's this add up to? What's this add up to? Or also, if the price that you see on the actual item is different when they scan it, could be, then you'll know.
Now that would be handy. When you put something in your cart, it'd automatically show you what it was.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah,
Which goes back to what they were trying to do years ago, was do the radio frequency ID tags on everything, and they were talking about how they could take inventory on everything in the store all at once, and you wouldn't have to have anybody, like when people do inventory, they have to go around and.
It's a big deal to do inventory. Yeah.
And I don't think that ever gained.
It's a brand new idea. A company called Caper has launched the carts in 2019. Then Kroger stores then started testing them in 2021. And Instacart bought the company for $350 million the same year. More major retailers recently started rolling them out, including ShopRite and Chunks. So they might
Snooks?
be. I know. No, there's
No.
a Snooks. No, that's not it. No, Chunks. They may. We do like that store. That was Snooks. Snooks. Yeah. So they might be something more, and more of us start seeing in supermarkets soon. A reporter in New York tried one the other day and liked it, but did say that they felt a little bulkier and harder to maneuver than normal carts.
Yeah, I'd say. I mean, the more technology it's got in it, the bigger. Going to have more weight to it, or more stuff in it.
But there's stores right now that, like, you put the item in, you put them in your cart, and you can check out. Like in Miami, it was fancier stores. You put the items in your cart, you can check out. I don't know. We'll see what it holds, and I can see advantages to it, definitely. Help you keep track of what you're spending. But also, I guess if they're bulkier carts and hard to keep, and of course then, if the retailers have to buy them and they're so pricey, then that's going to cost them more money.
I guarantee you, there's one thing that they haven't factored in.
What?
Kids.
Kids.
in the cart, and tearing the screen off and doing.
Yeah.
I mean, they need a kid-proof, high-tech cart if they're going to do it.
The cart that it's showing here, it doesn't look like a child would be in it, and that to me is a deal breaker. You gotta have.
Well, sure, you got to figure out a way. Yeah, you got to have, because everybody's going to throw their. Gently set Jimmy in the cart. If you've got more than one Jimmy, then you got to. Yeah.
Yes, I used to have to put the kids in the cart.
2 carts.
and then pull the other cart. I had a parade going every time.
It was a treat.
Yeah, but it's how you do it, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Also, looked like they've got the biggest Loch Ness monster
No way.
that ever happened this weekend.
Oh, what happened?
The Loch Ness monster. Let me just say Nessie, right?
Nessie.
Is in the news after the largest hunt ever happened this weekend. So did they find anything? People from all over the world traveled to Scotland for it, and teams of volunteers spread across the lake. The idea was to have as many eyes as possible watching every inch all at once. And what did they end up finding was nothing. Zero Nessie sightings Probably because the Loch Ness Monster doesn't exist. No, I didn't say that. This is what the article's saying. Evidence is always... the guy who took the famous black and white photo from 1934 eventually admitted that it was a hoax. He attached a fake head to a submarine toy. Experts say sightings have probably been driftwood, other animals like catfish and otters, or possibly a whale's junk. Oh, just I've not pre-read this. Or possibly just parts of a whale out of the water. I don't know. Okay. Some people still believe in Nessie, though. It's a huge tourist draw, so no one in Scotland is complaining about the legend that it carries on. A 53-year-old woman from Florida was there for the hunt this weekend and said, quote, "It doesn't mean that we didn't see anything. That just keeps the mystery alive." It doesn't mean anything just because we didn't see anything. It does not mean that Nessie's not somewhere on the bottom of that, right?
Right.
I mean, kind of cool to keep Nessie alive.
We saw we've seen a couple of good movies about that, and I think I'd like to believe that he or she's there.
Yeah.
And not anything related to a whale, but
well, it's just like Bigfoot. I mean, you want to keep
I want to think
Bigfoot
that
alive.
he's...
You want to keep Nessie all alive. So.
Speaking of things that are out of this world, today, whoops, it looks like we might have already missed it. Today is the 3rd, right? 6 planets supposedly aligned in the sky earlier this morning. So
yeah, it's a big deal.
We missed it. Jupiter, Mercury, Uranus, Mars, Neptune, and Saturn. Hope maybe we could see it maybe in the morning. I don't know, or maybe it won't be completely lined up.
I thought we had another night of something. Yeah, I thought.
For 2 to 4 planets in alignment isn't very rare, but the frequency of 5 or more planets in alignment, according to Star Walk, the last planetary alignment was on April 8th during the total solar eclipse. Those who end up missing this month's event have 3 more times to catch it this year. 6 planets will align again on August 28th, January 18th, August 29th next year, and then 7 planets will align on February 28th, 2025. So that's pretty cool.
That's very cool. There actually we've been a lot going on. I mean, if you realize what all we've already this year, don't you feel?
Yeah.
I mean, we've actually got to see a lot of beautiful events, from the Northern Lights to them.
Yeah. And they're supposed to maybe have those again. This solar storm that caused that to be seen is coming around again. So
bring it around again.
Yeah. And June 20th. Is the summer solstice, which would be the sun shines directly overhead at noon, and that's the longest day of the year, shortest night. So then we start going back until we get to the winter solstice. So, but anyway, summer and fall, I think, are the best seasons.
Yeah, we're unofficially in.
We're unofficially, but not until June 20th.
Right. But it doesn't seem possible because it feels like we're already in the summer. Yeah. So.
We have a crescent moon now, and you can see some of the other planets if you get out.
All right. A study found children now trust robots more than adults. This is scary. Don't get on Alexa's bad side. She's apparently got a lot of pull when it comes to your children. A new study by researchers in Sweden, Germany, and Australia. I'm from Sweden, Germany, and Australia found little kids trust robots more than adults now. Ooh. They had kids aged 3 to 6 watch videos of robots and humans, labeling different objects and sometimes mislabeling them. They labeled items the kids knew, like a brush and a ball, but when they mislabeled less common objects that most little kids wouldn't know, the kids were more likely to trust the robot and to think that humans were lying to them. Oh, that's sad. That's crazy, isn't it? Kids were also more forgiving of the robots, okay? When they found out they had labeled something wrong, they were more likely to think humans did it on purpose. Ooh, well, this is a different outlook. Researchers also asked them who they'd prefer to learn from and share secrets with. Most of the kids said robots. Okay, this is in Sweden, Germany, and Australia. Some of the older kids were more likely to trust humans once the robots were shown to be unreliable, but they found that your toddler probably thinks robots never lie, or at least not as much as a human as you do.
Where are they interacting with these robots?
I guess they did a study. Doesn't say. They just did a labeling different objects and seeing if they trusted the robot or the human and adults, and it looks like the robots won, and that's in Sweden, Germany, and Australia. That's kind of scary, isn't it? And Alexa doesn't always hit it right. I mean,
No. Siri's been. Samsung and Google have come out with some artificial intelligence for phones that have improved some things. I guess we don't have those, so I don't know. But Apple next week will introduce their new operating system for the fall, and if you're a developer, we'll get to download that next week and see what it's like. But hopefully Siri gets smarter, and there'll be some things that maybe
well, I definitely think that's a lot. That's a lot of for kids to rely on the computers instead of an adult, especially from the ages 3 to 6.
Yeah.
At 3 to 6, usually most parents are rock stars.
Well, some parents throw a phone in front of them and they sit and watch YouTube.
But from 3 to 6, usually the kids are, that's kind of sad.
Yeah.
Kind of sad. I don't know where it's going. Here's some random facts for today. There's only one town in the world with 2 exclamation marks in its name. St. Louis du Ha Ha. It's in Quebec, Canada. There you go. And it has 2 exclamation marks.
2.
On the
one wasn't enough.
Ha.
Ha
Yeah.
ha.
Ha ha.
Ha ha.
1, 2, 3, ha ha. 4, ha ha. I don't know. Yeah. All right. Let's see. In the town of Spearfish, South Dakota, holds the world's record for the fastest temperature change. On January the 22nd, 1943, the temperature was at 7:30 a.m. -4. Then the winds picked up. Two minutes later, it was 45 degrees. 2 minutes later. So it changed from 2 degrees in 2 minutes. That's crazy. No, it was -4, and then 2 minutes later it was 45 degrees. So that's okay.
That's a 46
yeah,
degree warm up.
Yeah. That's crazy. That's quick in 2 minutes.
Yeah, very quick.
Okay. After George Washington's presidency, after he ended it, he opened up a whiskey distillery in Virginia, and it quickly became the biggest one in the country. And he died. He left it to his nephew, who actually wound up burning it down.
Okay.
Golf balls have an average of how many dimples, do you think?
Oh gosh. Well, they change it all the time, trying to improve.
What does the dimples do? Does that make it go further?
It controls the spin, which there's a whole science, but the dimples, I think, control the spin, which would help it go farther along with the force with which it's hit. So that goes back to physics. The harder you hit it, then technically the farther it would go. But the dimples help with the aerodynamics and supposedly the trajectory and help it. I think I'd say there's over 100, but I can't remember what.
336 most have.
Okay.
But they can have anywhere between 300 and 500. So is that like on sheets you want a high thread count? So I guess right, right. True story.
We used to get them
True story.
that had been hit by the mowers, and you could actually see what was. It's kind of like seeing what was in Stretch Armstrong, but the old ones had a rubber ball at the center, and then it was wrapped almost like it with a rubber band, a thin rubber band for about. It's got kind of like when they show a section of a planet. It's kind of like that, but you'd have the rubber ball in the bottom or in the middle, and then it was wrapped with almost like a rubber band for quite a bit of it,
right,
to give it kind of a spongy, bouncy, and then it's got another core, and then it had the plastic coating on it, and some of them they've changed. I don't know what all's in them anymore, but I know some had gel, like some kind of a gel stuff in the center and around one of the layers, and I don't know it's been so long since I've known anything about them. I don't know what they're made out of now, but anyway, they brag that some of them have different compressions which help them go farther, and that's obviously you want to be able to drive like John Daly every time you go out there, but most people don't. So.
Is he the one that drives it the furthest?
Well, he's kind of out of it now, but yeah, he was a long hitter.
Long hitter.
Yeah, if you can hit a ball 250, 300 yards, you're
pretty good. Yeah. Did you already pass the hole at that point?
It depends on what hole you're playing. There's par 5 holes, which are the longest, and then par 4 holes, and then par 3 holes, and then there's some short ones. Well, par 3 is usually your shortest.
I did not know that. So it's interesting, though. I mean, it makes sense. So I guess up to 500. So I guess they would advertise that the more dimples. I guess that would be
every year, just like a new phone or a new car, or
the latest and the greatest
watch or whatever. They come out every so often with new clubs that are made out of some magic material that's going to give you 20 extra yards, or a ball that's going to give you 10 more yards. Well, if you're trying to hit it, you want to hit it accurately the farthest you can hit it, so that you want to get your ball in the hole in the fewest strokes.
Right. Yes. So, I kind of knew that. I'm done a little bit.
Well, I know you do.
No.
But anyway, so if they can make the ball or the club better to get you to hit it farther, to get it there quicker, or to get it there in less strokes, then that's a good thing. And people will pay whatever for that.
And then they also have the mulligans where you get
like a mulligan you would buy.
You get a pad. How come I know about that?
I need mulligans in everything I do.
Yeah, well, I think everybody does. All right. Speaking of that, somebody needs a mulligan here, a do-over. There is a thief. It's difficult to have a life crime in a commercial endorsement deal, but if anyone can do it, it's this guy. A 40-year-old man in the UK named Adam Spencer was arrested last week after he was nabbed for committing a series of thefts over the past month or so. During one of the thefts, Adam stole 17 tubes of Pringles. I know, isn't that crazy? 17 tubes of Pringles.
Didn't say what flavor.
Hold on, let me see. And when questioned about that, he told the police, quote, "Once you pop, you can't stop." Get out of here. Adam admitted to stealing the thefts and was charged with 2 counts of burglary and 3 counts of theft. He was given a 6-month suspended sentence and was ordered to pay back $250 to the victims. He didn't just steal Pringles, he also took meat products, among other things. 17 tubes of Pringles.
Wow.
And it doesn't say what flavor. I don't know. What flavor would you be grabbing?
I don't even know what they have. I just like the original.
I think they have sour cream, they have cheddar.
Barbecue, they'd have, I don't know what all they've got now.
They came out with some weird, like, different flavors. Remember, I think there were some other ones. I think just for a limited time.
Yeah. Oh, just back on golf balls real quick. I just had to, it's been a while, obviously, since I bought golf balls, but Titleist golf balls are about $70 a dozen.
Oh my goodness.
And we
now hang on, was that going up before COVID, or was that after COVID?
Oh, it's probably just because they can probably because that's Titleist, the Pro V, what is it, the Pro V1 Plus or whatever it is. Those are supposed to be really good golf balls, and I mean, there's all different brands. They've even got colored, pink. They've got lime, like a yellow, fluorescent yellow. They've got fluorescent orange. They've got different colors. You can get them personalized, but we would find most of ours.
Yeah, I think that's what a lot of people do, right?
Well, if you've got time and it's a slow day, you can hunt them and you get your own. But
so you say $70 for 12 balls? What are we used to be? I was thinking like 10.
I think of course I was probably buying cheap ones, and I honestly didn't buy very many. But we literally would go find them. We'd go walk around and just find them, and then Dad would play 2 or 3 times with a ball, and then he'd give them to me. But I think probably $12-15 a dozen was probably what it was.
That's what I kind of thought. $70.
About $1 ball is what it was for a new ball.
Is that because of the?
It's just because they know it's become a big deal and people will pay it.
Is that like the name brand?
That's Titleist. That's
That's like one of the biggest brands.
Yeah, they have Callaway has a ball. Oh boy, what do they got now? Max Fly, Nike has a ball. Pinnacle was a big brand.
I can't even imagine
Titleist,
what those.
Wilson had a ball. Wilson, I think, back in the day was kind of a cheaper ball. They have anyway, they've got all kinds of brands. Anyway, big deal.
I'd say.
Big money.
Yeah, that's a lot of money. Yeah, for sure. All right. On birthdays, Tony Curtis was born on this date in 1925. Okay. Leonard Skinner, piano player Billy Powell, was born in 1952 on this day. Jefferson Davis, 1808. Today is World Bicycle Day also. And we talked about Repeat Day. In 13 days, just a reminder, will be Father's Day. In 31 days will be Independence Day, which will be doing big celebration there in Pekin. And Pekin's gearing up, getting ready for that, and working already behind the scenes, getting all of their stuff ready. Also, Anderson Cooper is 57 today. Dan Hill, 70. He's a Canadian pop singer, Sometimes When We Touch. Denise Williams, age 73 today. Let's Hear It for the Boy. It's Going to Take a Miracle. And the theme to Family Ties she did.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Chuck Barris was born in 1929.
Show.
Yeah, TV genius who developed the dating game, the Newlywed Game, and of course the Gong Show. Loved that. That was so much fun. Wasn't it fun? That's cool. So those are some big days going on today.
I think wasn't he actually on that? I mean, wouldn't he
was
actually
he the one
like
that actually threw out the confetti and stuff? Remember?
I don't know.
Remember how didn't he throw out the confetti? Or am I thinking of was it a beauty show? Remember the one that was a beauty, when there a beauty pageant?
Oh, he was the one that gonged.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay.
Kind of looks like Greg Brady's older brother.
Now, see, I thought he looked like, what's the, Ben Stiller.
Oh, well, could be.
Ben Stiller, yeah. A little bit like him.
They could make a biography
guy.
movie, and he could play Chuck Barris.
Wouldn't that be fun? Oh, Ben Stiller would be hilarious, didn't He'd be great. Yeah.
Oh, in 1980, they actually had a Gong Show movie.
Oh, wow. Wasn't there like a beauty pageant too or something they would do?
The $1.98 beauty show?
That was it. Was that it? Yes. Remember?
Don't remember it, but...
Oh, my goodness. And they would throw out confetti at the end for anybody when they won.
That's hilarious.
That was funny. And who was it hosted by? Because that was hilarious. Yep, that's exactly right. Who was the host of that?
I don't know what's that guy's name. Rip Taylor.
Yes, and he was hilarious on that. Yeah. I don't think it was successful. I don't think it was like for years that it went on. So.
It said 2 seasons.
Well, two Wslm seasons. There you go.
Oh my.
At least it made it through the cut.
78 episodes. It's almost in syndication. I think that you have to have 100 episodes to be syndicated. So almost.
All right, we got to get out of here. Let's thank our sponsors this morning.
Yes, McAllister Land Consulting, Care First Urgent Care, Dr. Black's Eye Associates, and Dr. Mindy Gunn, Fox Purley Wealth Management, Mama Rosa's, Americans for Prosperity, Hoosier Upland, Salem Crossing, Walmart, and Mediview Healthcare.
All right, big day, June 3rd, Monday. Hopefully everyone have the best day ever.
Yep.
Thank you.
Starts at Walmart.
If you're looking for a gift for Dad, just the right swimwear, getting the pool started, building that perfect backyard patio, or searching for outdoor games or camping gear, your Walmart in Salem has it all.
Check out our summer clearance and electronics.